How you beautiful smart people of the internet, I am ImbecileChrizz, here reviewing Injustice, Gods Among Us. Now, it's a fantastic game with a great story, and really, let's start on the first thing. The combat is brilliant. You consist mainly of a light punch, medium punch, and a hard punch, replacing that of NetherRealm's Mortal Kombat, light punch, heavy punch, light kick, heavy kick. And it works fantastically. Also, each character has a character power, which you activate by pressing the last remaining button, B, or in the PS3's case, you'll be pressing circle, or in the Wii U's case, you'll be pressing A. Now, the combos are fantastic in the game, and figuring them out is a really fun thing. But like in Super Street Fighter 4, you would be taught each and every character's possible combo. And this is just all missing. However, there's a fantastic amount of information on each combo what you do in the pause menu, and you can set that to be in the game, and it really helps out. Also, the character selection. There are around, I'll double check in my head, 24 characters, and I'm pretty sure 7 of those are Batman related. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Batman fan. But the problem with that is that, you're fueling the Batman fans. Because Batman is the most popular DC franchise, doesn't mean that you have to give all the Batman characters. Catwoman doesn't play anything in the story. No one likes playing as Catwoman. Replace her with Zoom. We introduce some people to the more of the DC universe. So anyway, moving on, let's talk a little bit about the story. So basically Joker ends up being captured once again by Batman, and it turns out that he's used a nuke to blow up Gotham City, and it's not really explained how he got the nuke. I'll talk about that in a second. So then Superman ends up killing him, like, blah, really gory, although it's off black screen, not really, more combat creator sort of stuff, if they're keeping this sort of thing cut out. So then they follow on to go into an alternate universe, which is actually our universe, I'll talk a bit about that also later, where they're having a cheesy as hell battle with all the villains and main villains, and, it's just like everywhere, fighting from Black Adam and Shazam to Superman and Doomsday, and in the Sky Sanctuary in the space, I don't know what it's actually called, there's another battle going on there. So Batman goes to see Joker about the nuke and stuff. Well, not the nuke exactly, just to look at him. Not just to go and look at him. I mean, like, to interview him about what's going on. In case he's trying to break out. Turns out he has broken out, and Deathstroke is there to kill him. Easily, Batman defeats Deathstroke. So then he goes up into the space station where Lex Luthor is. He has a quick battle with Bane, which really had no explanation for why he was there. And then falls to beat the hell out of him. No explanation on how he won. It's just your skills. I don't know. He's beaten Bane before, but I'm pretty sure Bane would beat him if I, just put it out there. Then he went on to throw batarangs at Lex Luthor. I mean, another thing up and again. And then he stops Joker. Gets teleported to an alternate universe. When he finds Joker with the nuke. Gets teleported. But not before Joker gives Harley Quinn a pimp slap. Just put it out there. And then in the alternate universe, Batman ends up getting captured, and it turns out Lex Luthor was a good guy. So that doesn't explain where he got the nuke from, the other Joker, and kind of is a huge pothole here. Now, if you haven't read the comics, it's going to be extremely difficult to understand the story. I've only read the first one, and only understand a little bit about what's going on, and how Joker ended up killing all the millions, and it took a few accounts going over the story. And I don't really want to spoil it for you. I'll do another video on it later. But yes, there's a few mini games in story mode. I've not got all the footage for all of them, but there's one of them where you'd be throwing a batarang at Lex Luthor to make sure he stays away. Depending on how you do on that will vary between having him having lower health or having you have lower health in the battle, and it just helps out and it makes it very interesting. However, we can drag on in some of the later levels, and they're not exactly clear what you do. For example, there's one where you're joking, you're flinging cards at people, and most players on YouTube don't actually realise that you can skip ahead. You don't have to wait for you to have actually thrown the card. Sorry guys, I'm fucked. So also let's talk a bit more about the fighting system again. You also have a clash meter in the bottom corner of the screen, which helps out with stuff like you do your super moves with it, especially like when the bar is completely full, you'll do your super move. Like for example, Batman's using a car, Flashes go around the world, Superman punches his opponent up in the sky, Doomsday throws him through the planet, punches him through to the other side, and ends up, pulling him out and pushing him back up, and carries on to punch him some more. You can also use that bar to clash with people. Now when you clash, you can bet parts of your meter to like regain some of your health with using it defensively, or the other person's done it to you to make them lose some of their health. So sort of a risk reward. However, you can't kill anyone with it because it only leaves that tiny bit of health. Kind of like in Raging Blast 2, where you'd leave a tiny bit of health if you use Vegeta's self-destruct, so you, to make sure you run properly. Also, the idea of this is like strategy of this person has a lot less, maybe you won't bet it, and that person has a lot less, might bet it all. However, most of the time a computer will just bet it all, regardless of whether you're gonna use more, less or more, and people online just tend to do that also, so it kind of sucks. We won't be talking much about the online mode because I didn't have the chance to. Also, there's when you use your super moves like your Batarang, you can amplify how strong they are. Like Batman's Batclaw, you would shoot, you would go towards them and kick them usually. However, when you use a super meter, you end up going towards them and staying still. Now you'll still do some damage to them, however you'll stay there and be able to follow on with a combo. And it's just cool things like that. And also, being it a superhero game, you could actually use the background as part of the object. And when you're playing online, it's kind of gets a bit tedious trying to use it, because people just go for them first because they do extreme amounts of damage. It's insane, really. And in certain cases, you can use the meter button at them as well, which adds a lot more damage. There's not much. Well, the battle mode. The battle mode supplies something of an epilogue to the story. Now, the footage what you're seeing here of Batman looking out at the city isn't actually a spoiler. I've muted the audio for a reason, but if you want to read text, it's your fault. But it provides something very satisfactory. However, is it just me, or it's not a spoiler that Superman is always going to be the last boss? But is it just me, or did they make the regime Superman, the evil alternate universe Superman, a lot like M. Bison? Now, hopefully I'm displaying a picture here of both of them on the screen. Now, why the heck are they so alike? Is it a coincidence? I don't know. But when you beat Superman, there are some satisfying things where you get from it, like the credits. Very good. But not going to spoil anything more about that. It's over. I'm just trying to think of anything else I'm covering, because I'm sort of improvising here. Covered combat. Oh, Green Arrow! He has some fantastic one-liners in this. I'm just displaying a few now.
That one. A rock. You're gonna throw a rock. That's Superman.
How'd you get here?
Ares. Not our Ares.
We know. Meet not our Batman.
I was wondering how to retrieve you from Atlantis.
Our Green Arrow was just as arrogant.
And probably just as handsome. And another thing, our Wonder Woman is better looking.
The collar's working. Good. Re-education wasn't going to affect him. You sure you don't want me to stay?
Hi, Counselor. Love Diana's new look.
I'm just displaying a few now. Boop. Boop. Back. And I just think they're fantastic and hilariously placed. And, that's the problem. We didn't have Green Arrow's actually. I'm not even that up on Green Arrow, so I don't know much about him. And it's the Batman characters what fuels this sort of thing. All those slots could have been taken up by really good characters. I'm not really that up on the DC universe. I'm more fond of Batman usually, but I would have liked to hear more. Because now I'm a huge fan of Green Lantern, just from seeing some of how he works. I'm going to be going to Manchester tomorrow to buy a few graphic novels of Green Lantern. So, you know what you're thinking now. What is your overall score? Well, I'll tell you. I'll give Injustice a 8 out of 10. Because if you open, or just take a look at the opening cutscene, the NPC's graphics look like it's something from a PS2 game. Now I should have covered that a bit earlier, but I forgot to. So yes, just looking at that a second, how awful are they? Also Joker doesn't look too good. But yes, Injustice Gods Among Us gets an 8 out of 10. It has a few faults, like the tutorial doesn't have individual characters, and the NPCs look god awful. However, everything else looks perfect. It's a fantastic game. I recommend you go pick it up. I recommend you get the collector's edition, and if you can, try and fill that void by watching my unboxing by clicking the annotation, hopefully there, and if it's not there, it'll definitely be in the description below, maybe in the later videos. I don't know. I don't predict the future. You know, the future me edits all the videos and put this all into place. So thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you want me to do next, and, you know, just share it with your friends. I like people watching these sort of things. So on that note, I bid you adieu. Good day to you, sir.